Hello, everyone. Today we will be discussing an introduction to cloud computing. Now, cloud computing refers to certain connected systems and they provide some services. Now, these services could be some storage service, computing service, or a software or an application service. So, now these services are available on the cloud, and whoever wants it can subscribe to use it. Now these cloud computing systems, they are interconnected also such that there is a wealth of resources available, and these resources can be used by any user as they want it. So today if there is any extra need, I can get those resources, and if once I use those resources, I can release the resources whenever I want it. And these are available globally at any point of time. So these are the various features of cloud computing which make it necessary to bring such a concept in computing. So here we have certain sophisticated on-demand computing services, and businesses and individual can access the service. Here everything is being considered as a service. The service model is used. So now if we consider this as a cloud, here we have computing systems, the network, bandwidth, the storage, certain applications or software. These can be available on the cloud, and the various customers or consumers can be desktop, thin client, fat client, laptop, tablet and mobile. Any can access the services that are there on the cloud. So, cloud has various interconnected computers. Now, these computers can be any kind of systems, they can be personal computers or network servers. And the consumers use internet to access the services that are provided by cloud computing. Booyah defines cloud computing as cloud is a parallel and distributed computing systems consisting of a collection of interconnected and virtualized computers that are dynamically provisioned and presented as one or more unified computing resources based on service level agreements established through negotiation between the service provider and consumers. So cloud computing, it's a it has a collection of interconnected and virtualized computers. So now these systems, they are connected to each other and virtualization is used. So virtualization is the concept where one physical instance of the machine is available to several consumers in a virtual format. So I create a virtual machine one which can be used by consumer one, virtual machine two can be used by user two, and so on. So one physical instance is available to many people because of the concept of virtualization. And it's a parallel and distributed computing system. So in case if uh, it's a huge compute consider a huge computing mm, w- problem. So now in that case I need several machines. So these all the various resources of cloud computing will work parallelly to provide me the solution, and they can also work in a distributed fashion. So in distributed computing there are several autonomous systems are capable of working on their own. So now these distributed systems, they can work independently, and they are also connected to each other, so that the view that gets presented to the user is one unified resource, one set of unified computing resource. And whatever is agreed upon, that is between the cloud service provider and the consumer, it is available in service level agreements. So there are service level agreements between the service provider and the consumer, and depending upon these all the rules and regulations are met. So, virtualization, there are three major things to understand from the definition. One is virtualization. Under virtualization, we share single physical instance of an application or resource among multiple organizations. In parallel computing, there will be many processors which will perform many tasks simultaneously. And in case if it is one task which gets divided, they finally combine the result. In distributed computing system, there are several autonomous systems which appear to the user as a single system. There are few applications of cloud computing. Of course, cloud computing can be used for any kind of application, but then uh, we commonly use Gmail, and then we also use Dropbox, Google Drive, and we download the applications. Many of these are available on cloud, and that is why they are available globally and available at any point of time. So we make use of cloud. Gmail is on cloud. When Gmail gives us 10 GB of storage space, they we are using their storage space. So we are also making use of the cloud. And there are certain applications of cloud computing, like for example, healthcare companies, they use the cloud to develop personalized treatments for patients. And financial service companies also, they use cloud to understand any fraud transaction. Video game makers, they use cloud to upload the games which is downloaded by the players. The chatbots use cloud so that they can gather information about people. And messaging apps are available can be used on several devices. Now that becomes possible with the help of cloud. I can access WhatsApp on cloud, on a laptop, on mobile, and that becomes possible with the help of cloud. Thank you.